Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Polygon Matic. As you can see, we are pulling back down. Bitcoin's pulling back down. Let's see what's going on. Taking a look at the daily chart, you can see that we're still printing a higher low compared to the low that we printed back in January of 2023, compared to the low that we printed back in September 2022, and of course compared to the low that we printed in June of 2022. Now, having said that, I still think it is very possible for us to come back all the way down to this blue support block. So this over here, between 76 cents down to 69 cents, is a major buying zone. And this is where I would be accumulating Polygon Matic. And this is where I will definitely be buying coins if I manage to have some spare funds. And, you know, I pretty much dollar cost average into all the other altcoins that I want to at that point, then I'm definitely going to get some Polygon Matic. But I'm not really targeting that much tokens, or I'm not going to buy that much tokens. That many tokens, I should say, because it's already very high market cap, and I don't really want to put my money into something that's only going to do like a 3 to 10x in the bull market, which I know sounds kind of silly, but I do have a bunch of money in higher caps. So Polygon Matic already had some nice gains. I'm not saying it's not going to go higher. Like I said, we're expecting $11.50 this bull market, this upcoming bull market at the very least. So this is an 11.5x. So this is still very good. You know, this is a safe project that you definitely want to have some money into, money put into. But like I said, I'm going to be eyeballing 76 down to 69 cents. That is going to be a very good area. And as you can see before, we did have a nice bounce here back in December of 2022. We had a nice bounce over here back in October 2022. Same thing happened in August/September. And before that, we back tested this as resistance here in May. So as you can see, we're just in this uptrend, slow, steady uptrend, and what we need to be doing next is breaking above this golden ratio of the Fib retracement. So the golden ratio is sitting at $1.25, and the Fib is set up from the swing high in January last year to the swing low in June last year. So you get your golden ratio here. So you ran into the golden ratio and now you're pulling back down. So we want to hold the 0.5. If we don't do that, then we're definitely coming back down to this blue support block. And if we don't hold that, I would probably start targeting these two yellow trend lines, 61 cents and 47 cents. So I'm not saying that I know we're going to get to either one of those trend lines. I'm just saying that you have to keep an eye on the charts. And if you want to set up some buy limit orders in advance, you know, setting some up in these areas here would be a very smart thing to do. Moving forward and taking a look at some targets to the upside. So obviously the minimal target in the bull market would be $5.34 because that's the 1.272. And if you are looking to take some short-term profits and you're looking for a good entry, what you could do is you can eyeball the 0.5 here. Let me just extend it a bit so it's easier for you to focus on it. There we go. So we have the golden support block here, or the yellow support trend line, I should say, at $1.04 roughly. And we're already below that. The next support is here at 96 cents. So I would say 0.965 is going to be a good entry. So if you want to be looking at that and taking some profits maybe off the yellow trend line, that would be 7%. If you're looking to take some profits off the golden ratio, that could be 30%. So these are just short-term trades that you could be looking at. I'm not swing trading anything right now because it's just too risky at the moment. I don't want to end up selling something and then having to regret it later because the price will start pumping. Now, based on the daily RSI, this is a very good buying opportunity. If you remember, we discussed this support block many times in the previous updates, and right now we're sitting in that support block. So this is definitely an area where you want to start dollar cost averaging if you're really serious about building a strong position. And then this is definitely an opportunity that you do not want to be missing out on, especially if you don't have any Polygon coins. Like if you don't have a position, right now is a perfect opportunity to get into it, because the last time we were sitting here was back in March, and before that was back in December, before this massive pullback, or sorry, retracement to the upside. I am a bit tired, so I do apologize. So from this support block here, we could see an impulsive move all the way up to that red resistance trend line that we have retested multiple times. So that's something to keep in mind for swing traders, but overall long term, like I said, this is a very good buying opportunity. And I do want to switch over to the weekly chart real quick. And before we get into the video, I quickly want to mention Apex One AI. So this is a very interesting project that is based on AI technology and allows you to farm using crypto pairs. So they already have a platform out. They have their website, which we're on right now. The team is fully transparent, and some of the features are farming using artificial intelligence, using cryptocurrency pairs. You have liquidity pools, you have DeFi involved. You can take a look at their white paper. And if you want to take a look at their team, all of that is available on the website. And they also have a native token out already called Apex. And here is how the platform looks. The website is very well designed as well as the platform. It is easy to navigate. As you can see, if you go to Apex AI, you have farming, you have yield farming, and you have some of the new features that they're developing using the AI technology. So if you go to wallets, it's very easy to deposit and exchange cryptocurrencies using their application. So feel free to take a look at the link down below in the description. You can sign up using that. And if you have any more questions regarding the project, you can refer to the video that I made earlier, which is a full review of this platform. Now let's continue with the video. Taking a look at the weekly chart, as you can see, we still have the same setup over here, and you can see that our support trend line here is still intact. Hopefully we're going to be bouncing off of that if we end up seeing a move to the upside. Let's change that and let's make that red, and let's actually add the border and make that white, and let's have the text white as well. There we go. So around 77 cents is going to be a very good area to dollar cost average in, because obviously we do have bounces off this area. Let me change that. Bounces off this area over here, and every time you bounce off that area, you tend to run into the upper yellow trend line. So there is a sort of pattern that you see here. Once you see a bounce from the upper trend line, you come back down to the lower one, and so on and so forth. So we just bounced off the trend line above us in February, so we could be looking at a move down to the lower trend line in April/May. So be on the lookout for that. That's definitely a nice buying opportunity. Anything below $1 really would be cheap, in my opinion, at this point in time, because like the bear market is obviously printed. The bear market bottom, I should say, is obviously printed unless we have a major flash crash. Like in that case, of course, we can see a major wick to the downside and we can come back down to 30 cents briefly. But no one knows when that is going to happen or if that is going to happen. Now, if you want to be on the safe side, you can just add some buy limit orders over here at these areas, just in case you have that flash crash, you get filled up, and then you wake up in the morning and you're already in profit, because usually we tend to recover fairly quickly from those oversold positions. Taking a look at the weekly RSI, as you can see, we ended up in the overbought already in February, just like we did back in December 2021, and we're pulling back down from here. This is a good area for us to start accumulating, because if we take a look at the trend line, we're going to be entering, or we're going to be hitting this trend line fairly soon, and that's something that I want you to keep an eye on. So let me take that. There we go. So we had one bounce previously in September last year, one in December, and now we could be looking at a third bounce. So keep an eye on this. We could have a nice bounce from this pink trend line and move to the upside from there. And yeah, pretty much that is everything that I wanted to cover for Polygon Matic. Just a quick little update. Maybe I didn't go into all the details that I wanted to. I am a bit tired. Once again, I do apologize. I just wanted to get this video out so you have a Matic update. And thank you all for watching. I'm going to see you in the next one. Goodbye.